So, I'm back with some more Alola Champion Stadium once again. This Champion Stadium has been one of those that I actually enjoy because there's a really great variety of Pokemon from different regions. We've got different battle tactics, and we've got a lot of new stages for this rerun as well, including two stages, not including master mode. Two new stages for Hala, one stage for Molay, one stage for Olivia, two stages for Kukui, two stages for Hao, one stage for Acerola, and no stages for Kahidi, unfortunately. But still, that is a lot to cover, and yeah, I'm gonna go through every single stage, taking a look at the battle details, and perhaps giving you guys a few tips on how to defeat the bosses. So we're gonna start off with Hala. And we got Simply Piano. Gosh, get out. Sorry. So, Hala has two stages in this week. We got the Fairy Week Crabominable and Fighting Week Beware. That's another Primate stage which is not in this week. So let me just go back to Discord here. And just go to the stage. And yeah, all of these can be found in Absolutely, so go check it out. First stage of Hala, Crabominable. We've got Close Combat, Ice Punch, Rock Tomb, X Defense All, X Attack All, and Guard Spec. And Center Entry and Wise Entry. So, I think one of the best Pokemon you can use is actually Phantom's Dawn, lowering the special attack and special defense as written here. And to lower the attack is really good. The defense really doesn't matter as crits always pass through defenses. But one thing to be careful of is Guard Spec. Guard Spec is a stat shield. A stat shield which means you cannot lower the opponent's stats. So make sure you debuff the Pokemon before he sets up the shield. He sets up the shield after the first sync move. Close combat is always really annoying, but lowering defense and special defense is pretty good. Rock Tomb lowering your speed, which is not too good, and Ice Punch has a 10% freeze, which if you get it, reset. And Central Entry, Wise Entry, you can solve the problem with Phantom's Dawn. Fairy type Sync Press with Sycamore, Diantha with Phantom Serena, which I don't recommend. And what other fairy types? Battery from Free to Play, Mina. You can use those sync pairs to counter the stage properly. Overall, the stage should not be too hard. Oh yes, and I forgot to mention about X Evasion is here. It's pretty annoying. Next stage we're gonna take a look at is Beware, Weak to Fighting. Hammer Arm, Body Slam, Brutal Swing, X Accuracy Off, Physical Shield, and X Attack Off. I'm using Costume Dancer and Keldeo. You can use BN Surfetch, Walling Glade, Karena, but be careful of the X attack because Beware actually has some really good attack. Let me just search that very quickly for you guys. Beware is the base 125 attack, which is pretty high, and Crabominable has 132, so it's even higher. So yeah, maybe have some supports that can buff the defense, like Sings to Blue, Jasmine, Springberg, or I think Lopunny can do that as well. But yeah, so remember to buff your defense. X Accuracy All, the reason for that is because Hammer Arm is 90% accuracy, and by putting that up, it's basically 100%. And Physical Shield does not really matter because if you crit, you're good. If you don't crit, you can just reset. And Shielded one raises the defense, I think, which isn't too good for Costume Diantha, but should not be too hard to deal with. Yeah, we also got an X defense here. Pinpoint accuracy, not too good. Pinpoint accuracy, like Mega Kick, you can see from Lopunny here. Mega Kick. 75% accuracy, so buffing that basically means 90%, which is pretty high. The same for the Lucario with Focus Blast and Rock Slide. Focus Blast is base 70 accuracy, so buffing that will be like 85%, Rock Slide being 100% accuracy. The X special attack all doesn't really matter to be aware because it's full physical. So yeah, let's take a look at the next stage being Molayne weak to ground. Molayne weak to ground. Molayne weak to ground. Here. Molayne weak to ground. There are 3 stages. The first stage is Molayne and Metagross weak to fire. The second stage is Molayne and Bisharp weak to fighting. The third stage is Molayne and Alolan Doctor weak to ground. Let's refer back to the chart. The Bisharp stage is not here this month, but we still have the Metagross. So, ground stages are really tough because there are very little options. The 2 being Maxi and Cynthia, or Leon, I guess, but like Leon isn't like the best ground type user. If you have Maxi, this should be easy. If you have Cynthia 6-star EX, this should not be too hard. But me, like Leon, kind of a troublesome one. High horsepower, Facade, Stomping Tantrum, X defense all, Bend but don't break, Physical Shield, Toughen Up 4. So, reminder again, Bend but don't break raises speed by 2, raises defense by 1, and raises special defense by 1. Facade doubles the damage when a status condition is inflicted. So, Facade suppose it's like, Facade is 70. So doubles is 140, which is a lot. So try not to inflict status conditions. High horsepower is only like 95 base accuracy, I think. Yeah, 95 base accuracy. So high horsepower can miss, which is a good thing. Yep. And you got X defense all. So you have to crit. If you don't crit, it does a lot of damage. It won't do a lot with physical shield especially. Toughen Up 4 also, I think, raises the defense or like special defense as well. And yeah, you can see X attack all here. So boosting the attack of the Dog Trio and X speed all as well, which is pretty hard. Another thing to remind for Metagross actually. Oh, I think I should give like a recommendation here. Use your best strikers if you don't have a good ground type user. Like let's not recommend here or any sync pairs. Who is actually pretty good? I think Diantha's pretty good. May is pretty good. It's a ground type user actually, but don't use May on that stage because like it's not too good. But just use your best strikers like Cyrus or Giovanni, which are free to play. You can get the 6-star EX for free. And yeah, for the Metagross stage, we're not gonna take out the Bisharp this week. For the Metagross stage, the best thing I can recommend is get the burn on the Metagross first turn. Because for example, if you have max HP, heals like regen 4,000 something. The burn is 7,000 something. So the burn takes over the regen. So it has 3,000 damage from the burn. So if you inflict the burn on the first state or the first turn, you basically can chip it down slowly. And whether you crit or not, inflict the burn, you're good. Burn users like Artillery, Flannery, Will-Wisp, Morty with Banette, Inferno from Leon, Blue Flare, Hostile Environment, Red cannot burn, besides Heat Wave like 10%, and Sacred Fire from Ho-Oh or Entei can burn as well, 50% chance to burn. So yeah, make sure to burn it first. And Guard Spec again, so you cannot just lower its attack very easily. One more thing is Sands of Time and Dust Kicker. So boost its attack by 40% when the sand is active. What you can do is chip out the sand, wait out the sand, or set up your own sun, which is, I think waiting out is better because if you have to like change the weather constantly, it's pretty annoying. And if you're using Endurance, make sure you don't die to the sand because sometimes when you're leaving to 1 HP and you take sand chip damage, you just die. So be careful of that. So yeah, I think we're gonna go to the next stage, Olivia. Let me just find Olivia when the ad goes. Olivia, 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 where are you, Olivia, Olivia, Olivia? Where are you, Olivia? Here. So Olivia has all three stages. Let's take a look at the chart again. We got the Lycanroc with the Steel, Probopass with the Ground again, and the Alolan Golem with Water. We're gonna take a look at the Alolan Golem stage first. Alolan Golem with Iron Head, Storming Tantrum, Rock Tomb, X Speed, Hardest Diamonds, and X Special Defense Up. Lessen Sleep and Match Strength 2. Match Strength 2 raises its attack by has a chance to raise its attack by 30% when the Golem hits an attack successfully. So I think what I recommend is let me just take a look here. Sleep. Okay, so one of the recommendations is Elio with Eder and Primarina to use Sing and make the Golem sleep. And oh, that's X accuracy as well, so it always hits. Yikes. Asian power doesn't clean. X special defense, okay. So one recommendation is actually using Misty and Vaporeon. It's pretty weird, but Olivia sets up Hardest Diamonds on her first turn before Sync. So Hardest Diamonds reminder is +2 accuracy, +2 crit, -2 special defense. So you always have to soak up the +2 crit sync move, which is pretty annoying. You can use Haste to get rid of the crit, or use a critical hit shield from Jasmine or Sabai with the Sync Grid. And yeah, Iron Head has a chance to flinch. Storming Tantrum is pretty annoying because if another Pokemon misses a move, Storming Tantrum does double the damage, which is pretty strong. So it's like 150. And Rock Tomb isn't too strong, but has a 5% chance to miss. But thanks to X accuracy, all moves are always 100% accuracy. And yeah, Rock Tomb speed drop, but not too good. Iron Head flinch, not too good. Raising its attack for so many stages, not too good. And yeah, be careful of like Rock Slide flinch, Earth Power special defense drop, or like 30% and 10%. And Sync I recommend for water. There's so many options. You can use Archie, which you can probably pre-sync. You can use May, which might be able to pre-sync. Stimulus to Grimsy, but make sure to get a crit shoot up and get a defense up. You can use Stimulus to Misty for a Stick Nuke. Elio for sleep. Don't recommend using Misty. Barry, you can free to play as well. And what other water types to press? Like Artillery, you can burn, which reduces all physical attacks by 50%. So yeah, you can try to use these strategies here. The other two stages, you probably have tried it before in the first round of Alola, but I'm gonna quickly go through it just in case you've got. We've got the ground stage of Probopass, which is pretty annoying. Hardest Diamond set on the second turn before Sync. So if you can take out Olivia before her second Sync move, you're good to go. And be reminded, Probopass is a special attacker, not a physical attacker. It's one of those few rock types. It's one of those few rock types that are actually is a special attacker. It has some insane defense, being 150 base defense and 145 base defense. Only 75 special attack. So yeah, be careful of that. Lycanroc has Bite, which can flinch, Stone Edge, which can crit, Rock Tomb, which can lower the speed, X Attack All, and Hardest Diamonds. Hardest Diamonds is set up on the second turn before Sync. So after the first Sync, it sets up immediately, and then after a few turns, second Sync move. So if you can take out Lycanroc before her second Sync move, you're good to go. Or if you have the field effects are permanent, you can make your life easier. Yeah, that's X accuracy all as well. So Stone Edge is like 95% accuracy, which can still miss. Oh, 90%, sorry. But Hardest Diamonds raises its accuracy as well, so it's like 100% accuracy. So yeah, be careful of that. Next, I want to take a look at Acerola. Acerola has three stages. The first stage is, let me just lower this. Drift Bloom weak to electric, Palossand weak to dark, and Palossand weak to ghost. The Palossand stages you already have done before. The only stage that we haven't tried in Master Mode is the Drift Bloom stage, so let's take a look at it. Acerola and Drift Bloom. Shadow Ball, Air Cutter, Ominous Wind, X Speed Off, Physical Shield, and over here. Lessen Paralysis 3 and Lessen Flinch 3. So we have some really good electric types like classic Lessa, Marnie, and Lessa. Even you can sync nuke with Synchronous Lessa. Even How is pretty good. One thing I would say is to inflict the paralysis first because you get more chance to actually get paralysis. Usually full para, as means not moving for a turn, is 25%. So now it's like 25% times 6. So it's a 15% chance, which is still pretty high. 15% is pretty high already. So, XP doll, there's nothing much actually. This Acerola stage can actually increase the special defense. So, but many of those, oh, I forgot about Volkner and Electivire as well, and like Volkner and Luxray. But the majority of electric types are physical, so the special defense does not really matter unless you're using Electivire. Ominous Wind does not have swag back, good to know. And Air Cut is physical, not special. Wait, is it Air Cut is special? I always forget one of these moves. Air Cut is special, my apologies. Yeah, Air Cut is special. So, one thing I would say is if you remember some of those parameters is what is that called? Physical moves are powered up for both sides. You can use this parameter and you can just clear that stage very quickly. A bit like Kanan and Sigilyph here. And yeah, this card really doesn't matter. You can just raise the attack again pretty easily. For Flinch, it's probably Luxray. Luxray mainly for Flinch. And classic Lessa's Staggering from Thundershock. Yeah, this stage should be pretty easy. And the Ghost and Dark stages are actually pretty hard, but you guys already have tried it before. I'm just gonna quickly go through it. For the Ghost stage, we got Sand Tomb, which traps, and Rock Tomb, which is not too good because it lowers speed. Sand Tomb actually has 90% accuracy. Oh, sorry, 85% accuracy. So if you can try and let Acerola miss the Sand Tomb before her first sink, you're in good shape. Rock Tomb lowers the speed, which is not too good, but Rock Tomb is a 95% accuracy, so pretty good. But X accuracy all boost the accuracy, so maybe Rock Tomb is 100%. But Acerola only uses Sand Tomb before sync, so Sand Tomb always has a chance to miss, and Stone Edge always hits because of accuracy. Yeah, 90% chance to hit, but it's still like close to like hitting. And you got Lessen Sleep 3 for maybe Agatha or like Serena you can try. And shoot it one. Mimikyu here. First move it takes is in disguise unless using Piercing Blow from Lunala, Solgaleo, and Reshiram and Enozacron. And yeah, nothing too special here. The special shoot really doesn't matter here. Just remember to crit. And special defense all doesn't really matter either. Because we got so many ghost type options now. Morty and Drift Bloom. We got Lunala, Giratina. Like, you have to have one of those three. If we don't have any of those three, I'm sorry, but you still have Fantina. Yeah, we still have Fantina, which is really good. So, yep. Dark Stage. Dark Stage is pretty hard as well because it has both X attack and both special attack. And Shadow Ball for Sun and Earth Power. just take that as quickly as possible because dark stages are really annoying sometimes. Like Shadow Ball can do quite a lot. Earth Power can do a lot as well. And Miss Magius, Icy Wind, that can miss, and it can miss and it can lower the speed. And Headbutt that can miss. Headbutt that can flinch, I'm sorry. Okay, last thing to remind for Acerola is Palossand's Sig move is physical, but her moves are special, so you have to counter both of them or either one of them. So be reminded. I'd rather you counter the physical, the X attack one, because the Sig moves usually does more damage. So yeah, I think that's it for Acerola. I'm not gonna. I don't think I'm gonna remind for Kahiri because hold on. Because all three stages are pretty familiar already. Crobat, just be careful of clear stat, which if you want to lower the stats, maybe you have to do it again. And Second Wind, which has a chance to flinch. Second Wind, which has a sure crit and endurance up. Flinch maybe from Tate or whoever you can flinch with. And then 2 Golbats. Get a Panadol. Kahiri and 2 Cannon. No quarter Buddha Seed is pretty tough, especially if you want to use endurance to set up. Yep, attack down and speed down. You could use Panadol Dawn and Getsus here. Pretty good. And Bravery, defense rush and defense all. What I do is using Olivia and Red to lower the defense. And I don't think you need to lower speed, but like lowering the defense and then you can just nuke it very easily. And yes, Gold Wire 9 from Salamence. You can either choose to have a status shoot up from a Sabrina, or you can just flinch with whoever you like. But just make sure to constantly flinch the Salamence, because after the first turn, you cannot Toxic anymore. But before the first Sting move, it will constantly try to Toxic you, so beware of that. And yeah, Daddy Bird doesn't really matter. So yeah, let's go to the next one, which is How. Where is How? 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 Here, How. Poison stage and fire stage. Primarina and Decidueye. And yeah, there's a dragon stage, which is Northern, and it's a bug stage of Alolan Raichu, but they are not here this week. Taking a look at the fire stage first. Giga Drain, Razor Leaf, Spirit Shackle, X Defense All, X Special Attack All, Field Alolan Breeze. Lightning Burn 4, Power Reserve 2, Toughen Up 9, and Tighten Up 9. The same as the recommendation for Molayne. Inflict the burn first, then set up. Because less than burn 4, you can chip the HP very easily. For X Special Attack All, a bit skeptical here. I'm not too sure why it's X Special Attack All. Because Spirit Shackle, it's physical, right? Yeah, it's physical. And yeah, Spirit Shackle has the restrain effect, but restrain literally does nothing. Literally does nothing in this game. And yeah, there's Extubation as well, because House training move can buff Evasionist by 1, and Roserade can buff Evasionist by 2. So it's 3 at the end. I think the stage is going to be pretty easy as well, so nothing much to remind. The other stage is Primarina. So Primarina has pretty low HP compared to the others. This one has like 13,000. This has 26,000. Scald, Water Pulse, Disarming Voice, Icy Wind, X Special Defense Zone, Feel the Alolan Breeze, Lesson Poison 7, Cakewalk. It's Courage 3. Cakewalk means the lower the opponent's speed is lower, the more the damage does. But Poison Sword, you're good. Lesson Poison 7, again, inflict the poison first and you're good to go. And maybe you can try to lower the special attack as well. So like for Viola, Misty, and like Erica with Tangela. Yep, lowering the speed. And yeah, Air Slash can flinch, not too good. Yeah, the lowering the speed problem is is much of a problem. So try to like raise your speed to overcome the lowering the speed problem here. Yeah, I think that you're good to go. Last but not least, we have Kukui. Grass Kukui and Fire Kukui. We've got the Lycanroc and Decidueye. Again, be reminded, these two Decidueye stages are different. They are not the same. They're different. Hold on. Grass stage first. Iron Tail, Thunderfang, Acerock, X-Accuracy, X-Speedo, Refreshing, Barricade Buddies, and Discourage 2. Nothing much. Just use like Brendan, Maddo to lower the attack, or like Erica that can take out the Lycanroc very easily. One thing to talk about. Discharge has a 50% chance to be paralyzed. Muddy Water has a 30% chance for the accuracy drop. Scald has a 30% chance to burn. Hydro Pump has a chance to miss. Thunder has a chance to miss. But if you set up a Sun, Thunder is 50% accuracy. Iron Tail, 70% accuracy. Thunderfang is 95% accuracy. But accuracy all means it overhits. Iron Tail is usually 75%. So after all that is, it's 90% accuracy for Iron Tail, 100% for Thunderfang. And Hydro Pump is now 95% accuracy. Yep, 95%. And Thunder is 85%. The other stage is this. Seed Bomb, Shadow Claw, Shadow Sneak, X-Speedo, Toxic, and Golvar 9. Frick again. So what happened here? So like, why am I so take a look. Salaman's Golvar 9. Decidueye of Golvar 9. So the same tactic happened twice in the same week. One thing you can do is just suffer. But the other thing you can do is always inflict the burn first then set up, because it chips away easier. And yeah, I think you can use Pattern Times Dawn here again to lower the special defense. Is that a tip here? Never mind. Yeah, you can lower the attack and special defense because Woo Refreshing raises the attack by 2 stages. And yeah, Steep Bomb, Shadow Sneak. If you lower the attack, should be pretty good. And doesn't seem like much here. Yeah, overall the 5 stages are pretty easy, but just make sure you have one decent fire type striker, which can do a lot of damage. So I think this is it. Yeah, I think that's it. And yeah, hope this video helped you out to prepare for your future Alola Champion Stadium stages. And we got 3 fire stages in a row. So make sure you get yourself a good, decent fire striker. Please. Molane, Kukui Howl. 3 fire stages in a row. And we got 2 ground stages in a row as well. 2 ground stages as well. So yeah, I think that's it. If you have any more questions or I made any mistakes during my talk, let me know in the comment section below. And yeah, I think that's it. And see you guys next time. See ya.